Alright guys, welcome to Dave Holbrook Fishing. Another bed fishing technique I use is right here. It's a little tube. I think that's probably a 3-inch tube. Just trying to replicate a little bluegill. So you gotta have I always use 5/16. If I was smaller, you can use a 1/4 ounce. I'm assuming you can use a 1/4 ounce. I may use a 1/4 ounce, but it's not that much of a difference. And then as you can see on these tubes, I like to use an offset. That's a 2/0 hook. So let's get to rigging. Ready to rock? Dave Holbrook Fishing. Stay tuned for tube flipping to Lake Ozark. Okie doke. All right, everybody knows how to tie a knot. Let's do this bobber stopper. Got the bobber stopper right here. This is not good for old guys with bad eyes, that's for dang sure. But I got it in the hole. You pull that up. Oh, right here. Okay, it's time for the bobber stopper. Not good for an old guy with bad eyes. So let's see. Pull that on there like that. Slide that bobber stopper up your line. Grab your sinker. Slide that on there. And I like to cut off that little piece where I put that bobber stopper on. As you can see, when you put that bobber stopper on, it'll leave a little kink right there in your line. You don't want that to be part of your knot, so make sure you get rid of that. Tag in right there, it causes that. Don't leave line in your boat either. It gets in your plugs and your drains and all that stuff, and that is not good. All right, so what I call this the old hangman's knot. It creates a smaller knot so it doesn't get caught up in tubes and stuff. So anyway, it's just a hangman's knot running through the line, double it back, and everybody knows how to tie a hangman. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you got that loop. Make sure you go the same way the line came down through it, just like that right there. Tighten that up. Of course, always wet it so you don't burn your line when you're tightening that knot. All right, so cut that tag off of there. And now, here's my tube. This is why 2/0's important. I'm gonna dop it right through. You got tube hooks with weights and all that stuff. It's just cumbersome for me. So that's it right there. Little out the lip to give you enough meat. And bury that head and that knot completely in that tube. Now you wanna hold the top of it so it don't pop out. Bend that up a little bit, and of course run it all the way through that tube, because them tubes are pretty meaty. And that way you've got it booby trapped right there. It's right on the tip of that. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is you want to slide your bobber stopper down to the head of that sinker, and there you go. That's it right there. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, of course, again, dingy water. I wouldn't do that if it was clear, but I'll grab my yellow dip and dye marker, and I'm just going to rub on those tails. As you can see right there, I hope you can see that right there. Rubbing on those tails, get all of them right there at the end, because it's going to stand up in those beds. There you go, so it's a little chartreuse. And again, get these tubes, you can get them at Fitz Fishing. You can buy them online, guys, but again, I always recommend shopping local. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't get any money for my videos, so shop local. Help the local bait and tackle shops out, and they'll be there when you need them. All right, guys, thanks for watching Dave Holbrook Fishing. Tube fishing for bed and bass, bluegill style.